I'm James Paul Bagan. I actually go by my middle name, Paul. And thank you for taking a moment to review my video. I'll make the assumption that if you're watching my video, then you're seeing me as a strong candidate for the position of President CEO of your chamber. And thank you. I strongly believe that I do have the skill sets necessary to take your chamber and continue to allow it to grow and to touch the business community of Tracy and other outlying areas. It was in 1999 that I bought an established Dale Carnegie franchise. At that time, it had revenues averaging around $300,000 a year. On the first day of my ownership, I brought my team, which were all people that had worked for the past owner, brought them all together. And the first thing I let them know is that this was our company. And together, we would create a vision, create a plan, and we would do it as a team. That's exactly what we did. As a small group of people, we created our vision to be the premier Dale Carnegie franchise in all of California. We worked diligently on the various steps that we needed to take. The strategic plan. And we implemented that plan. We were successful. In 20 months, we grew the size of the company. Revenue-wise, we were well over in excess of $600,000 a year. We went from a small group of 5 to a group of around 11, all consisting of administrative people, marketing, sales, and instruction. The day that we were honored with that recognition, I said to my team, thank you. You all earned this. My philosophy is to be a motivator, to be an implementer, to be a collaborator. I've successfully done that in other positions as well. I went on, after leaving Dale Carnegie, after selling my franchise, I then went on to gain some experience in my field, which was communications and psychology. I became a contracted worker for the city of San Jose, where I worked as, they referred to us as a talent coach. Really what that was an individual that would work with the newly unemployed in helping them put together a strategic plan that would take them out of unemployment and put them back into employment. Through the skills that I possessed, I was able to connect with my case load. Those are individuals. We worked to see what their strengths were, what alternate industries they could be used in. I went out and contacted small businesses to see if they were interested in hiring people. And as a result, I was very successful in assisting all of my clients with developing strategic plans, in supporting those plans with them, and getting them employed. I took those same skill sets and I applied them as a contracted job coach for the county of Santa Clara. There I did the same thing I did with the city, with the exception that a large number of my clients this time were individuals that had severe employment barriers, ranging from physical and mental disabilities to drug and alcohol addiction, even incarceration. I was in that position with the sole purpose of working with those people to have a better image of themselves. With a better image would come better projection of their abilities and then could lead to employment. I also had a team. They didn't work for me, but we worked collectively together, and we created workshops, and we created a career development group. Our focus is on giving them the required skills to get reemployed. But even more importantly, getting them motivated to see that they could get employed. Well, we were successful in doing that, myself and my team. Then I moved on and I worked with Eden Housing. There I was a case manager, responsible for a large number of families. Families that were facing lots of similar issues as they did in the county. Homelessness, drug abuse, domestic violence, incarceration. I was a case manager for individuals in transitional housing. Many of these people had learned how to be on the system. My responsibility as a coach and a case manager was to get them to see themselves off the system and being self-sufficient. So I worked with my property manager, my assistant manager, my activities director, and then I worked with a lot of volunteers. Students and adults. And was successful in working with these people to rebuild their lives, to re-engage their confidence, to overcome their barriers, and to be self-sufficient. In 2016, my wife and I relocated to Stockton, California. There I took on the position of area manager for a franchise operator of the Dale Carnegie programs. He was expanding his franchises and needed a skilled manager, trainer, and salesperson to maintain this area for him. People ask me how large is my company in Stockton. It's a 3-person company. Me, myself, and I. I do everything. From balancing the books, to marketing the business, to meeting with business owners, to running workshops. I do all of these things. The question, I'm sure, is, well, why is Paul looking then to move on? The franchise owner here, who of course is not myself, is giving serious consideration to selling the territory, his franchise. And I'm excited to see that there's an opportunity out there to be the president and CEO of your chamber and to use the skills that I have to grow the chamber, to make it a more powerful voice in the community and amongst business and even in government. I'm looking forward to answering any questions that you may have. So that's why I look forward to hearing from you. I'm confident that I can be your next chamber president and CEO. I'm Paul Bagan. I'm wishing you a great day. And thank you for listening.